In classwork 1, you're provided with information relating to Veritas Limited. The following list of balances, amongst others, was extracted from the pre-adjustment trial balances of Veritas Limited on 30 April 2019, which is the last day of the financial year. Salaries and wages in your trial balance amounted to 600,000, pension fund 76,800. Then they said to you, an employee was on leave and his personal particulars were omitted from the salaries journal for April 2019. Note that even if you're on leave, guys, you still get paid your full monthly salary. The salary of the worker will be paid on the 1st of May 2019, which is the new financial year, when he returns from holidays. The accountant made the following calculations, but did not enter them. So we've got gross salary of 17,000, pension fund, which is 1,900, pay as you earn is 3,400. And then they say Veritas Limited contributed 2 rand for every 1 rand contributed by the employee to the pension fund. Payments to SARS and the various funds will only be made on the 3rd of May 2019, which is the next financial year. That simply means that any contributions or deductions will be paid the following financial year. So for the current financial year, they should be recognized as current liabilities. To enter this in the general journal, I will debit salaries and wages with the gross salary amount, which is 17,000, and then credit SARS pay as you earn by 3,400, then credit pension fund, which is your liabilities, all right, by 1,900. All the accounts we are crediting are your current liabilities, as you were told that these amounts will only be paid in the next financial year, including what is due to the employee, which is credited for salaries, and that will be 11,700. If it's still owed, that's why we're crediting it. That is because it's a current liability. For contributions, we only contribute towards pension. So we'll debit pension contribution, which is an expense, by 3,800. How did I get that 3,800? You were told that for every 1 rand that is contributed by the employee, will contribute 2 rand. If the employee contributes 2 rand, will contribute 4 rand. If the employee contributes 10 rand, will contribute 20 rand. So whatever the employee contributes, you just multiply it by 2. In this case, the employee contributed 1,900 towards the pension fund. That means we are going to contribute twice that, and that will be 3,800. This creates a liability towards the pension fund, and your current liability towards the pension fund will be 3,800. Creditors for salaries already, it had a balance. So creditors for salaries, it's a liability. It's a minus plus. It increases on the credit side. Already, when you look at the information that was given to you, creditors for salaries were already sitting at 120,000 rand. It will be increased by what we currently owe the employee. That will be salaries and wages for the current financial year. That will be 11,700, which is the net salary that we currently owe this employee that was omitted. When you add all these up, it will create a current liability, total current liability in this current financial year, and that will be 131,700. When it comes to pay as you earn, it is also a current liability. Already, we had an amount that we were still owing to SARS with respect to pay as you earn. This is with respect to all our employees, and that amount was 106,820. You will increase this by the current pay as you earn, which comes from salaries and wages. That will be 3,400. The total liability that we have when it comes to pay as you earn will be 110,220, which we will bring forward to the next financial year. Pension fund, already we were owing something towards the pension fund. it was 165,600. It will be increased by what we currently owe, which was deducted from the employee's salary. That is 1,900, and what we contributed, and we contributed 3,800. The total amount that will be owed towards your pension fund will be 165,600 plus 1,900 plus 3,800. That will give you 171,300, and that will be the balance carried down. We will carry forward to the next financial year. When it comes to salaries and wages, we had a balance. And the balance for salaries and wages, which is basically our total expense, which was given to us, by the way. The amount given to you was 600,000. Obviously, this will be increased by our net salary paid to the employee, the omitted employee. In this case, we have creators for salaries. That was 11,700. Then you add what was paid to SARS as well as for pension. In total, your profit or loss will simply amount to 617,000, made up of pension contribution from the employee. Let me say pension deduction, which is 1,900, and what was paid to SARS, and that was 3,400. When you add all of these up, it will give you your total expense, which is 617,000. When it comes to pension contribution, it was already amounting to 76,800. We are going to add what was contributed by us, which is twice what the employee contributed, and that was 3.8. Our total pension fund contribution expense will be 76,800 plus 3,800, giving you 80,600. Under operating expenses, we'll start with salaries and wages. Already you had 600,000, which is at your gross salary of 17,000. That will give you 617,000. For pension fund contribution, it will be 76,800. You add 3,800, that will give you 80,600. And this will give you a total operating expense for the year, which will be in brackets, that will be 697,600. Under trading and other payables, creators for salaries already had 120,000. You will add net salary for this year, which is 11,700. In total, the employees are owed 131,700. For pension fund, you were given already 165,600. You added what was deducted from the employee salary and what was contributed by the employer, and that gave you a total amount that is owed to the pension fund, which is 171,300. SARS pay as you earn, you were given 106,820. You add what was deducted from the employee salary in terms of pay as you earn, and that will give you 110,220, the total amount that is owed to all your to SARS in this case for all your employees. Your total amount will be the addition of everything there, which is 131,700 plus 171,300 plus 110,220, which will give you 413,220. Here's another activity taken from the October 2019 paper. You pretty much do the same thing as we have done in the previous activities. Try it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and please make sure as you go through these videos, you access the notes as posted in on Google Classroom. I will leave the code under the description. Check that code and join the Google Classroom. Download or print out the handouts before you go through these videos and complete the handout as you go through these videos.